Welcome back. We are having our special show. Monsoons are here, and at the moment we are trying to assess the impact on stocks and stock markets. We are being joined by Abhimanyu Sofat, the Vice President Research at IIFL, and in a bit Mr. G. Vijay Kumar, the CFO at Kaveri Seeds, will also be with us. Abhimanyu, good evening. Thanks so much for joining. Well, it's monsoon on time, and looks like monsoon in quantity will be as per the long-term average. How are you helping your investors pick stocks? Which sectors will you prefer?
Sure. So first of all, if you look at the last year monsoon, it was clearly 3% lower than the normal estimate. Despite, earlier people talking about being higher than 100%. Coming to the economy per se, you look at the RBI numbers. RBI has been talking about a 25 basis point increase in inflation for first half, which clearly is not the case going by what's happening. And if we have a benign monsoon, I think so the 4.5% figure is likely to come more by March 2018. So I think so. From an inflation perspective, I think so there is a possibility of interest rates, going down. Yeah, exactly. Relative to what has been the expectation from the RBI in the April policy. So one needs to closely look what happens in the June policy with regard to, the info that we are getting in regard to monsoon. In addition to GST rates also being to be more on the negative to neutral in terms of inflation. So
are you betting on lower interest rates, and therefore what? You prefer NBFCs? How does that translate into stock picking?
Sure. So absolutely, we believe that NBFC is one good space to be in addition to the construction and infra side. There, one is likely to see a lot of opportunity in terms of, debt reduction, the InvITs and the other kind of financing opportunities which are currently available in the market have also improved. Coming to the monsoons per se, I think so there are opportunities, some of the stocks like Rallis India, where we expect close to around 18% kind of CAGR growth over the next 2 years, something that looks quite interesting to me. 20% of the business comes from a seed subsidy where we expect significant growth due to monsoons. There are other stocks like Jain Irrigation, which at current valuation, considering the kind of growth which is likely to happen on the micro irrigation side, looks also exciting at current juncture.
Okay, Abhimanyu, just coming back to you, Mr. G. Vijay Kumar, CFO at Kaveri Seeds, is also with us. Mr. Kumar, thank you for your time. Could you tell us what is happening on the ground right now in terms of sowing trends and what's really happening?
Yeah, as on date, we are expecting that average monsoon. And last year, everybody is saying that 3% down in the rainfall. It's not only 3% shortfall. Please understand that there is no uniform rainfall also there. Monsoon is not only required, it should be uniform rainfall. 1 month heavy rain, 1 month no rains also affect the farmers, especially some crops severely affected. Coming to the current year, we are expecting average monsoon. As on date, a few products, commodity prices are very peak level. Some of the commodity prices are very less. So there is a lot of shift we are expecting from the crop shift we are expecting from the ground level. As on that, we placed accordingly whatever the surveys, business surveys and all the market surveys. We are ready to meet the market requirements.
Okay. Don't your stockists already ask you for seeds, Mr. Vijay Kumar? We just had the former agri secretary telling us that Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu had a very bad monsoon last year. Can you tell us from where demand is coming from your stockists now, and for what crops?
Yeah, I am coming back. See, when the rain, actually we are expecting the big boost for the cotton. Because cotton requires average or below average rainfall. Because the cotton is a commercial crop, lot of maturity happened, lot of inventions happened. It can sustain with below average rainfall. Last year, there is a lot of shift from cotton to other crops because of few state governments are encouraged to move to pulses and mirchi. Mirchi was severely dented the market price. Now you know that, especially in South India, mirchi farmers are committing suicides and lot of problem is happening. Now cotton commodity prices are peak level. ROI is very high for that. We are expecting that again, as per our internal survey, 20 to 25% farmers wants to come back to cotton, and that suits to the below and average rainfall. So we are expecting that will affect our business very seriously. Impact will be there and very severely, and we are ready to gear up for that.
I mean, it would have already happened, right? Q1, one assumes, April to June would be the biggest quarter for you in terms of sales.
Yeah, normally India is a Kharif season. 75% will come from, 70 to 75% will come from Kharif only.
So what do you expect will be your revenue growth in FY18?
20% minimum, madam.
Okay, that's good to hear, which means you're expecting something positive. To get back to you, Abhimanyu, you spoke to us about NBFCs. You said Jain Irrigation and Rallis kind of stocks are what you prefer. Within NBFCs, will there be a preference for companies like MMFSL because of normal monsoon? What are your hot favorites?
Yeah, so stocks like MFSL should do well going forward because I think so large part of the NPA problem should get solved over a period of time. In addition to that, we like stocks, especially on the low-cost housing side, something like a DHFL is in addition to stocks like LIC Housing Finance, GIC. So those are the kind of stocks that we are liking. In addition, I think so on the credit market side, I believe, there could be some positioning where people move to accrual credit funds from, short-term funds. Okay. Because if there's an expectation of interest rates being more benign, there could be some shift at that side as well.
Abhimanyu, would you expect direct impact as well, consumption-led impact as well because of monsoons, or you expect the impact, as you began by saying, to be indirect? Inflation, lower rates, and hence...
any rural prosperity plays?
Yeah.
So clearly consumption, yes, does help because of the overall positive sentiment which comes in. Considering those factors, I believe that, stocks which are like Britannia, those kind of stocks plus ITC, those are the kind of stocks that we are currently liking. ITC also, in addition, due to, whatever has happened on the GST front. So on the consumption side, those are the kind of stocks, considering the valuation, that we prefer at this juncture.
All right, we leave it at that. Abhimanyu Sufat and Mr. Vijay Kumar, thank you very much for joining us. So that's a lot of positive takeaways, isn't it, Prashad? One, as Mr. Siraj Hussain said, big relief for southern states, Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, who have been reeling under 50-year worst droughts to 150-year worst droughts. Secondly, positive for seed companies. They're clearly indicating that there's 20% more growth. Ramesh Iyer of MMSL tells us that rural indebtedness will considerably go down. And, of course, positive for cement, FMCG, Jain Irrigation and even NBFCs if interest rates were to fall even further because of lower food prices. So on the first day of monsoon, a lot of good cheer, and we could see it in the NBFC stock prices as well in the markets. That's it on this special edition. Monsoon is here.